talk about a very specific and very, I guess, influential on my life sort of change that testosterone has done for me. Um, and I don't think I've brought it up at all, ever in any of my videos, any of my updates or anything, uh, because I wasn't necessarily sure if it was a real thing or if it was in my head. But I'm, a year and what month is it? April, a year and 2 months, over a year and 2 months on testosterone at this point, and I'm definitely sure that this is a legitimate thing, and it's not gonna, you know, go away. Uh, and so, I guess I will give a little bit of a backstory. So, I'm a very anxious person. I always have been since I was very little. I've just been an extremely anxious person, and specifically, I'm a very um, I get embarrassed, and I feel like that's a very big understatement because I get embarrassed by everything, and it's not necessarily just me. I get embarrassed by other people doing things embarrassing. I get just riddled with embarrassment and anxiety, and just like feeling mortified in tense or awkward situations if someone says something and the room goes silent because it's something really stupid or it's something just, I don't know, that they shouldn't have said. Like, I'm riddled with anxiety, and um, or if someone does something and they feel bad about it, I feel awful, and I just like it really really affects my life because I just have to shut myself off from everything because I can't deal with all of that um, intense emotion that just wouldn't go away. And testosterone has chilled me the hell out, basically. And I've talked about feeling a lot more stable, I think, before. Not crying and not, whatever. Just feeling more stable and more in touch with myself, but specifically with embarrassment and doing things wrong. I was so terrified to say something incorrect or to um, do something that would upset somebody. Um, so if I was, yelled at, or not even yelled at, but um, criticized, or like if someone tells me, "Oh, don't do that," not in a mean way, but just like, "Don't do that." Like I just was overcome with anxiety, and I have realized that that is slowly going away. I noticed it a while ago that I was able to brush off. Like I don't remember what particular situation, but there was some. Oh yeah, no, it was last summer, so almost a year ago. I got told off, sort of, um, and normally I would walk away from a situation like that, feel like shaking, and then probably go end up crying somewhere. Like my eyes I'd be like holding back tears, and and the person wasn't mad at me per se. They were a little mad, but they weren't like furious with me. And it wasn't like I'm never going to talk to you again. It was just something, and then later that day, everything was fine. It was just a little moment of irritation with me, um, and I was able to walk away from that situation and just kind of I'm not going to say it didn't bother me because it definitely did bother me, but nowhere near the extent that it would have pre-T. And I literally just kind of shrugged my shoulders and went and kind of took deep breath and went, you know I'm not a bad person. this doesn't need to stay with me for the rest of my life. Because that's the way that I feel in those situations, is like all of these things that have happened throughout my life. Every time I've been, got in trouble with a teacher, by a teacher or something, has stayed with me. And I still feel anxious about it. And I just remember thinking, like, this situation happened today. It doesn't need to affect me tomorrow and the day after that. And, I'm starting to notice that with other people, I'm not as affected as well. Certain situations, a situation happened the other day, someone did something and felt awful about it. And normally I would feel awful for the person who did something, um, you know, but this sounds a little harsh, but I literally just thought, well, I didn't do that. That person did that. So there's no use in me going home and taking this home with me when it wasn't my fault. And, you know, the person will get over it. It doesn't need to ruin my life, you know. Um, Whereas before it definitely would have. I would have gone home and felt awful about it the entire time. But I just kind of, again, had to shrug my shoulders and go, you know what? This happened today. And there's nothing I can do about it except just move on. Especially since it didn't have anything to do with me. It was just something that happened that I witnessed. And that's that. So that's something very specific that testosterone has changed in me. Is allowed me to just kind of take a step back and calm down, and not care so much about every little thing. Um, so it sounds a little bit harsh. It sounds like I'm kind of like not as empathetic or sympathetic, but I don't know. I don't know. There's just it was a weird thing that I was always doing, and it really was affecting me. So this is interesting and fascinating, and I thought I would bring it up. Um, so thank you for watching. Uh, if you have any video topics, I'd love to hear them, or like questions for me that I could make a video about. Um, Subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, anything like that, leave them down below or message me. My top surgery fund link will be in the description. And see you later. Thanks for watching.